Hi, I'm Paul Pasulka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and ivymasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 1, Section 3, number 13, which reads, if x is greater than 3, which of the following is equal to 1 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x plus 3? First thing you notice about this problem is it's huge. On your screen, you could see the question, but you can't even see all the way down to answer choice D, so I'm going to have to do a little scrolling as we go. Now, there's two approaches to this type of question. Either way you do it, you have to keep in mind that you need a common denominator. And since this problem is so big, we're actually likely to use more than just the space next to the problem. So, first approach. It tells you that x is greater than 3. Now we could pick numbers here. The only reason I would suggest picking numbers here, this is a longer process. A lot of times students, they get confused using variables and getting the common denominator. So if x is greater than 3, you want to keep it as simple as possible. Let's say x is equal to 4. Now if x is equal to 4, what this fraction turns into is 1 over 4 plus 2 plus 1 over 4 plus 3. Working it down, you have 1 over 1/6 plus 1/7. Knowing you need a common denominator, you got to multiply the left side by 7 over 7, multiply the right side by 6 over 6. Now let's think about that for a minute. The reason you're allowed to multiply by 7 over 7, because 7 over 7 reduces to 1, and when you multiply by 1, you don't change the value. So therefore, you wind up with 1 over 7/42 plus 6 over 42. Now I'm going to work to the right. In fact, we'll work all the way up here so we don't run out of room. Now we could add the bottoms. We have 1 over 13 over 42. Now, at this point, what's important to keep in mind, 1 over 13 over 42 is the same as 1 divided by 13 over 42. And remember, when you're converting from division to multiplication, you keep the first one, change division to multiplication, and then flip the second one. So it's 1 times 42 over 13. And as we said, anything times 1 is that thing. So 42 over 13 is your answer. Now when we go to our answer choices, how are we going to finish this? Well, if our x equals 4, we're going to plug 4 into each answer choice. Now there's two answer choices you could eliminate immediately. That's answer choice C and D. How do we know we could eliminate those immediately? Because when we plug 4 in there, we're going to get whole numbers. But if we plug it into A or B, we are going to get fractions, and our answer, in fact, is a fraction. And to save yourself another 10 seconds, you could think, what would be easier to plug the 4 into? X squared plus 5x plus 6 or 2x plus 5? It'd be easier to plug the 4 into 2x plus 5. And when we plug the 4 into 2x plus 5, we'd get 2 times 4 plus 5. We'd get 8 plus 5. We'd get 13. And our 13 has to be on the bottom, so 2x plus 5 must be on the bottom. Your correct answer is B. And that is method number 1. Now, for method number 2. Method number 2 is, I'd say, quicker and easier, but a lot of times students do not get this, which is, remember, you need a common denominator here. So you could right off the bat in the original multiply the top and bottom of the left bottom of the fraction by x plus 3. And you could multiply the right bottom of the fraction, top and bottom, by x plus 2. And that would give me the common denominator. Your result there would be 1 over, then you'd have up top x plus 3. And the bottom here would be x plus 3 times x plus 2. Plus x plus 2 over, once again, x plus 3 times x plus 2. All right. 1 over, now since we've got a common denominator here, we could combine, you could drop the parentheses, and what you'd get is x plus 3 plus x plus 2, the whole thing over x plus 3 times x plus 2. And once again, we're going to work over here, so we have plenty of room. 1 over, and if we combine the top part of the bottom, we get 2x plus 5 over, and if you FOIL, and we would know to FOIL because all the answer choices look like they're in a FOILed form, you'd get x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. And then you combine those middles, you wind up with 1 over 2x plus 5 over, remember this is your bigger bar, you get x squared plus 5x plus 6. And then keeping in mind, you've got to keep the first, it's division, and then it's 2x plus 5 over x squared plus 5x plus 6. And then you keep the first, change the second, flip the third, so it becomes 1 times x squared plus 5x plus 6. And that is over 2x plus 5. And as we said, 1 times anything is that thing. So your answer once again is x squared plus 5x plus 6 over 2x plus 5, which once again is answer choice B. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click like. In the comments, you could leave a question, test number, section number, problem number for anything that you have a question about. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, and share this with someone that you think it would help. Have a great day.